Hi, Minder.
Hi, Nikki.
You're like, holy shit, bitch, calm down. It's 100 episodes. This is our 100th episode, Amanda.
I know, it's crazy.
We've been doing this for a long time now.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. We're a podcast, and we're just two neurodivergent best friends, right? And we're just walking and traveling and whatever else in through this fucking life called the
beat bopping, you know? We're just beat bopping.
Called the Neuroverse, right? And you know, we're just trying to find brains like ours along the way and just like learn some shit because we're not very smart. Well, I'm not very smart. She's very smart. But we're just trying to learn some shit, you know? Mm-hmm. And yeah, we've been doing this for 100 mother trucking episodes. Banana bread. Okay? It's absolute tomfoolery. Mm-hmm. All right?
Who let us have a podcast?
How did we get here?
Who gave us permission?
Right, shit. I feel like that about adulting. Like, who the fuck let me grow up and have a kid of my own and like own a home?
2 kids at that.
What? Yeah, 2 kids, right? Like, and married? Excuse me? Mm-hmm. Rude. Don't feel like I was ready for any of those things. Why? So, we joke, of course. I'm totally fine. Thank you. Dumb, but totally fine. I really can't believe this is 100 episodes.
Mm-hmm. I even our little notes for this episode, I was just like, episode 100 exclamation question mark.
Like, the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, what?
Well, listen, weirdly enough, we aren't going to make this a big deal because you know what? We make lots of things a big deal around here. And today, I'm just really excited to Seagull meme at you. It is our first Seagull meme episode where I get to just word vomit at you about today we're going to talk about makeup and outward self-expression and how I feel like that has shown up for me in my own life, how I feel like that I have perceived that within our community. Again, all my own opinions, my own experiences. I am not tacking any of this on to anybody as like this is what autistic people are, this is how we behave, this is what we do. This is just my opinion, and you know what? Everybody's got one. They're like assholes. They be prevalent in this bitch, okay? So just calm down from jump and let me yell at you for like an hour, okay? Mm-hmm. Just it's fine. It's fine. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Seagull meme at you, but before we do though, we can't do nothing. We can't do nothing for the 100 episodes. So like, let's just take a small listen, shall we? Let's take a small listen. Are you ready?
Sure.
Let's do it.
I now understand what she's saying. I've done enough Duolingo now. I'm saying
right.
I was like, oh, she's saying lo hicimos, which means we did it.
Did it together, yeah.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah, we did it.
I was wondering what you were doing. She's like, before we record, she's like, hold on, few more seconds. Wait for okay.
Yeah, we had to do a little something. It was like, yeah, man, we did it. We did it. We did the damn thing. Took many breaks along the way and fucked up many times. But you know what? Listen.
We're just here stumbling through life, okay?
That's right. That's so right. And you know what? For 2 relative absolute fucking nobodies, I think we're doing great. Okay? Like most people who start podcasts have some sort of platform already, right? Most successful podcasts either were that way for a very long fucking time. Like it took them a very long time to get successful. They jumped in on a good opportunity, knew somebody that could help them get there, happened to catch a good guest that like took them on, whatever. Like we are legitimately doing this from absolute zero. And I'm not mad at where we're at, man. I'm not mad at all. I'm happy that for this to be a fucking marathon and not a sprint. And in honor, hold on, I just want to see where we're at. Not that like Spotify even really represents the largest part of our listening base, because it doesn't. But that's where we host our show through, because it was just easier that way. But I want to check our analytics out real quick. Fuck off! Oh shit! Did not know this. Swear to God, actually being surprised right now. We hit 100 followers on Spotify.
That's perfect.
Recording episode 100, we hit 100 followers on Spotify. Holy shit. I love it. I can't love it enough. We are at the total number of streams and downloads. Again, 2 years in, absolute fucking nobodies. We now have 100 Spotify followers. That does not include anyone else who is following and listening on other platforms, okay? That's just people who listen on Spotify. So I don't know how many others there are, but there's a lot that don't listen on Spotify, because I have the wheel. It shows me where everyone listens. We're at a total of 3,233 streams and downloads across all platforms. I think that's fucking wonderful.
Yeah.
That's 1,000 streams, like the 1,500 a season at this point?
Yeah.
Because we just started season 3, so we're like 1,500 a season for, again, 2 absolute fucking nobodies in the
It's
world.
Like, we'd be surprised. We're surprised that even one person listens to us. Okay.
Right, like 100 fucking followers. Are you joking? 100 people have to give a shit about what we say. I think it's great. Thank you so much to all 100 of you. Absolutely unhinged humans. I appreciate you so fucking much. But yeah, like our average listen is up too. Like, we used to be at like an average stream of like maybe 10. We're at double that now.
Nice.
So we're getting there, man. Shit's moving. Things are going well, and I'm happy about it. So at 100 episodes, we are sitting in a fucking wonderful place, man. I'm really, really, really happy about it. So that's I just wanted to give a little update on that.
Little shout out to us.
Yeah, like I was really, really, really happy to see that. So yeah, all right. So that's just wanted to say that. All right, moving on. Yes. Whoa, it just got real dark because I turned my Google thing off. Let's turn my light back on. There we go. It's amazing when you close a white screen, what happens to your lighting. Wow. Anyway, moving on. Seagull meme time. Are you ready?
Yes. I'm excited to hear what you're gonna info dump about.
Yeah, so we are gonna I am gonna yell and scream at you about my journey with makeup and outward self-expression, and like how I feel like being diagnosed ADHD and autistic, and maybe not knowing that, and well, definitely not knowing that in my earlier years. Looking back now, seeing how like that has evolved for me over the years, and as I've evolved as a person, as it would for pretty much anyone, but this is my episode, so about me, okay?
It's about me, okay?
It's about me today, thank you. So a little backstory, and I think I've mentioned it before on the show. Wow, we're already not going to be able to use words. Calm down, brain. I feel like I really didn't have a real sense of identity for a very long time. I just sort of masked and molded and chameleoned into whoever I was trying to get love, admiration, attention, and acceptance from, right?
You were a mirror for other people, basically.
Apply that to every aspect of my life, from family to friends to relationships, etc., right? I would just dress or wear my hair or whatever, like either whatever was trending or what my friend group was doing or what my boyfriend liked or whatever, right? I would convince myself that I liked things even though I didn't.
Like the ultimate mask.
Yeah, so it was just mask central, right? Like it was all I was doing. And then fast forward quite a bit to, I would say, let's fast forward to like 2020. I had it's 2020. I don't care if you believe in astrology or not. That's your prerogative. 2020 was the year I turned 30. Also, the year the entire world fucking went insane. Things shut down, COVID, the whole nine yards, right? So it was a very formative year for me in a sense that I feel like everything in my life sort of got shaken at the foundation and burnt down.
And came to a head,
Like,
basically.
yeah, it was a rough year, okay? I was forced to start dealing with things in my past that I refused to deal with before. My relationship had some problems that needed to be sorted out that we never really sorted out before that caused a lot of issues. Not to mention he was deployed during that time, so he wasn't physically here when the world was fucking melting down. I was parenting two young children who were both on the spectrum by myself in isolation, and life lifed the fuck out of me, okay? And the good thing about that, and I say the astrology thing because technically when you turn 30, that's your Saturn return, and Saturn is the planet of coming through and shaking shit up. Like, he's gonna shake the fucking Etch a Sketch clean, right? So you can start over with whatever you want, okay? And again, I know the guys have talked about astrology before and they're like, well, I think it's bullshit, whatever. Fine, you can think that, I don't care. I like it, so there we go. This is part of
It
who I
gives you
am now, right?
it gives you comfort. Yeah.
It does. Just like anyone else's shit they believe in gives them comfort. You might believe in the flying spaghetti monster. Do you, boo? I don't really care.
Or Cthulhu or whatever, Just
Right. Listen, if you ain't hurting me with it or forcing it down somebody else's throat, you do what you want. But that's just kind of my etch a sketch got shook up, right? And there was not shit left. So I had to really start, thinking about what do I even fucking like? Who the fuck am I? Like, what do I want? Right? What do I want? What do I like? Do I like this color? Like basic shit. I'm talking basic shit. Do I like my hair long or short? Do I like my fucking clothing that I wear every day? Do I like how I talk to people? Do I like this TV show? Or like, are these pieces of other people that have followed me from over the years, right? And I got to kind of start rebuilding myself from the pieces that I found that I actually wanted to keep. And last episode, sorry, tickling throat. Last episode, we had that question at the end that was like, what do you want to see for yourself within the next decade or whatever that was? I see that sort of solidifying further, right? Like that piece, the puzzle pieces all coming together, solidifying, and finally getting to live within that full version of myself that I built back up from only the shit that I like, love, and want in my life, right? Um, and I'm talking about like personality things and preferences. I'm not talking about like people and you know the other shit that's like harder to pick and choose. Do you know what I mean? So this is just focused again on like my own personal self. I started to sort of dabble again back into my makeup and figure out like, do I like this stuff? Do I not? And I ended up actually throwing most of it away.
mm-hmm.
A lot of it was old. A lot of it, was stuff I just bought because I thought it was cool at the time or whatever. And I've always been into makeup since I was younger. I think you would second that I've always been into makeup since you've known me. Like,
Yeah.
My
Like
mom,
you
I
always
would
had
watch.
your face done and stuff, so for
Yeah,
school.
I would watch my mom put her makeup on every morning at the kitchen table with her little light and her little mirror because she was a working mother. So she got up, she put her face on every day, that whole thing. I started kind of emulating what she was doing on my own face and then started learning like what looked right for me, what didn't look right for me. I actually ended up getting a job in the fragrance and makeup counter at Dillard's and at Macy's at one point in my life. Really learned a lot there. Got to play with a lot of products there, even though I was broke as a fucking joke and couldn't afford any of them. I at least got to play. I got to learn what certain products did and how they worked and what the formulas were like and what I
Use your
liked in those
creativity.
things and what I didn't. Yeah, it really has always been a form of self-expression for me. I really enjoyed it. No matter what other masking thing was going on at the time, no matter how I was adapting my makeup, right? Or my style to like reflect the thing I was trying to attract in that time, I've always liked it. I've
Mhm.
always loved it. It's always been a big part of me. I actually was freelancing at one point doing people's makeup and getting paid for it. Um, wasn't a big gig for me. It was just here and there. But I have been paid several times to do people's makeup. I would not consider myself a makeup artist because I haven't worked in that field in years. And I, a lot of things and techniques I don't know how to do anymore. I've fallen so far off. It's been a long time since I've painted somebody else's face. So I just, but I've always loved it. So 2020, I threw everything away, right? Then I got a job a couple years later and gotta have makeup on my face, right? But like, I don't have time. And I say I gotta have makeup on my face because I worked at a salon supply house where we sold makeup and skincare, or we sold skincare, and some makeup, mascara and stuff, and hair care. So I needed to look presentable, right? I can't walk in there looking like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when I'm selling this shit, right?
Right.
Um, so I started to pick it back up a little bit, bought a few things here and there, a couple things, but my collection very small, the basics, the very minimal things that I needed, okay? Then, you know, lost job, and the tools, the things just started like getting like pushed together. They were all in some bag. I had thrown them in at some point. All my brushes, all my makeup was like in some bag I had it in. And after a little while, when I decided to clean out my closet, I was like, all this shit is completely covered in broken eyeshadow. My brushes are gross. Like they've been in this bag for I don't know how long since I haven't been working. And I just want to start the fuck over. And right now, where the fuck am I going anyway? So like I threw everything out again. Started back over from scratch. And honestly, I didn't buy anything makeup for a while. I had maybe like my little brow products and stuff. That's it. And I was mainly focused on skincare for a while and dove into the skincare world and started watching things on YouTube again. And then skincare slowly crept back into makeup world, right? So we found our way back around again to makeup world. And I have found myself falling in love with the art of makeup again. And it's interesting to sort of look back on the timeline and see how like it's kind of always been in my life in some way or the other. And having that hindsight now, I've always been my happiest when I'm using makeup, when I'm putting makeup on other people, when I'm wearing makeup. I feel the most confident in myself. And it's not for any other reason than I enjoyed doing it. Like now, anyway. Then might have been a different reason. Now it's like I'm taking joy in the artistry again. But problem is, I don't have a lot of shit right now, right? So I slowly start rebuilding. I watch the videos online. I, find the people, eventually find the people who I love that I feel are genuine when they review things. And again, this is all YouTube. I don't get my advice from TikTok. These bitches don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Okay. It's a bunch of 12-year-olds in their fucking closet telling you how to put stripes on your face to contour. Do not listen to these children. They do not know what they're talking about. Okay. I will have a list of people
Like
that I
listen,
follow.
yeah, listen to the adults on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. There will be a list of people in the show notes that I follow on YouTube that I've gotten, I would say, 95% of my skincare and makeup advice and products from, just from their recommendations alone. So I will link that, as well as someone who I've been following for hair care lately as well. So I will put all of them in the show notes for you. But I feel like the big missing piece for me was that makeup truly is a part of my personality. It's a part of my self-expression. It is a part of who I am. And for a while, I looked at it as an unnecessary expense because for a lot of people it is. It's an unnecessary expense, right? It's not something that you don't need it to live,
It's a luxury.
right? It's a luxury. It 100% is a luxury. There are drugstore products that are fucking amazing. Okay? Amazing formulas at the drugstore. I'm not talking that I'm out there buying YSL and Dior and Hermes and fucking Hourglass and all these really crazy expensive fashion house brands and luxury makeup brands. Would it be nice to own something from one of them someday? Yeah, maybe. But do I feel like I need it? No, because the research I have done over the years, I have found similar, even better formulas at the fucking drugstore for way cheaper. But at the end of the day, even the drugstore prices are a luxury to some people, and I respect and understand that. But again, for my own personal self, it is something that it's a part of me that is so important that I feel like it is included in my self-care things. Like it's a part of like I need shampoo, I need conditioner, I need toothpaste, I need it's in that category for me. Do I need 12 blushes? Do I need 14 eyeliners? No. So I started with one of each thing, right? I found a face powder that I liked to use. I found a foundation that I like to use. I found an eyeliner that I like to use. I found mascara and I found a brow product and I think a blush and I stopped there. Okay. They were all massively inexpensive things and that's it. Now, where I would spend a little bit more money, but not really because some of these brands are fucking top notch that don't cost $1 million. I was into skincare at first because when you are trying to get into the makeup world, your canvas is your face, right? And you can't just go in on a fucking canvas and go willy-nilly. It needs to be prepped, right? You need to have a good canvas to work with if you're going to
Try
paint
and
on it.
it's like either try and like paint the Gobi Desert or something. Like trying to like
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
something that it's not a good place to start.
Right. So like when you're starting, skincare is key. Like your skin needs to be in good condition. But that also doesn't have to cost you an arm and a fucking leg. Like The Ordinary is a great fucking brand for a lot of skincare. Even their actives are very inexpensive. You can get I think it's like a one fluid ounce or a little larger bottle of niacinamide, which is wonderful for your skin barrier, for $6. And that will last you at minimum a month, if not longer, depending on how much you're using and how often you're using it. Okay. $6. Not bad. Again, is it necessary? Maybe not. Maybe not for you. But if it's something you're interested in doing, there is a way to achieve it without breaking your fucking wallet. Okay. There just is. And again, I will link all the things that I like and enjoy that are mostly affordable. Some things are a little more expensive because I like them, but mostly affordable things I'll be in the brands will be in the show notes for you that I like. And I'm not affiliated with any of these people. Okay. I have no affiliations. I have no codes.
No
I have no nothing.
sponsorship.
This is not
Yeah, nothing.
sponsored at all. This is purely one person to another person sharing something that I like. I make zero fucking dollars off of any of the links that you click. I don't get any recognition from these people. They don't know who the fuck I am. So like this is not me trying to get cash out of y'all. This is just honest to God. This is what I like. And the people who I like who will give it to you straight, they will also be in the or gay if you like it that way. They will give it to you honest in the show notes. I almost said in the comments. Jesus Christ. So I had to start learning skincare. I fucking love the Welsh twins on YouTube, okay? The Welsh twins are fucking so cool. They're funny. They are so smart and so informative. They're one of them is the skincare twin and one of them is the makeup twin, okay? So James is a skincare twin, and I started watching him first and learning all his skincare tips. finding out, like, he does do luxury and some inexpensive things, but he'll also tell you, like, hey, I hated this and it cost me $300, and I loved this and it cost me 12. You know what I mean? So he'll give it to you straight. Love fucking funny. They're so funny. Then Robert Welsh is the makeup side. He is a makeup artist. He is paid to work on faces. Hasn't done it in a while because YouTube's his full-time job now, but he is an actual makeup artist, trained, certified, painted a face for 3 or 12 or 300. Okay. Like, he's done it. So whatever he suggests, I trust. And he doesn't lie about it. There have been brands that have sent him shit for free, PR, brands that he likes other products from, and he will roast the fuck out of them if he does not like the product. He does not care. So I enjoy watching them, and it's just interesting and fun to get other people's takes. I love to get their techniques from them because everybody's face shape is different. Everybody's skin is different. So it can be overwhelming when you have no idea where to fucking start, right? Like, maybe you don't care about makeup, but you want to get into skincare and you want to start, improving whatever issues you have going on with your skin. There are so many fucking products out there. It's overwhelming.
Way too many.
Way too
basic,
many.
like there. I forgot what the number was, but like the skincare, like skincare industry is like a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yeah, same with the makeup industry. Yeah, the health and beauty, like beauty industry alone is multi-billions. But I like that in their content, James especially, Robert will also touch on skin as well when he's talking about makeup application and wear time and things like that. But James especially will tell you, this is great for this kind of skin. This is good for this kind of skin. So it gives you a direction to go in. So you're not aimlessly walking around the aisles of Walmart or Target trying to figure out where the fuck do you start, right? It's a good place to start.
Especially like ingredients, like as someone who doesn't know, like sometimes you hear an ingredient and you're like, oh, I've heard that in other things, but then you don't realize that is terrible for your skin type.
Right, exactly. And another thing with ingredients, please don't fall. I might catch a few strays for this, but I'm gonna say it. Please do not fall for clean beauty bullshit. Okay? Don't fall for that. If it says clean beauty, ignore that. It's bullshit. What is it, as opposed to dirty beauty? Like, what is it supposed to be? Okay? It's these certain chemicals and certain ingredients in makeup and in skincare have been demonized as bad when there's zero scientific evidence to back that shit up. Just fear mongering. So one of my other favorite YouTube channels to watch when I'm like, why is this brand saying this is bad? Why is this formulated without this thing? It's Lab Muffin Beauty, and they are a cosmetic chemist, and they will tell you why these ingredients are in this, what it does. You need preservatives in your makeup and your skincare, especially your skincare. You do not want that shit going bad and then put it on your face.
Mm-hmm.
You could get infections. It's not okay. You want to have some kind of preservative.
It's kind of like how a lot of like food companies will say something's organic, and so they push this narrative that organic automatically means healthier because like people think, oh, organic, it means they don't use pesticides. No, they still use pesticides.
Because guess what? Organic or not organic, like you just said, they still have to spray some kind of pesticide on it. Secondly, it's still better to eat the non-organic vegetable than it is to eat the highly processed packaged dinner, right? Like, it's still healthier for you to do that. And again, not shading anyone that eats highly processed packaged dinner. I just had fucking hamburger helper the other day, but like, that's just facts, right? It's facts. It's healthier to eat fresh food than packaged food.
Yeah,
and by packaged, I mean like hamburger helper style shit, right? So that's my point. You need to have people to guide you. And I'm not the best person to do this because again, I'm re-entering this space. So that's why I'm going to give you people, if you care, to go follow, to go watch their shit. Okay? Love them. Another one, Teresa is Dead. That's the name of her channel. Teresa is Dead. That bitch is hilarious. She calls her community trash bags, and I love it. She's funny as
It's like,
shit.
how you doing, my little trash bags?
That's what she says. She's like, "Hi, my little trash babies. Hi, my little trash bags." And people send her stuff. She like because they put on like she puts on a little headband so her hair doesn't get in her makeup. You know when she's doing it, and she is a normal ass person. Okay, she's just a normal ass person. She's not a makeup artist. She's just a normal ass person. So I like to watch her channel for like more of like an everyday kind of thing, right? Like she just is a normal ass person who loves makeup. Someone sent her a little headband with crocheted trash bags on it. It's the cutest thing ever. I love it. So funny. And her and her husband are big Disney adults, but not like the creepy ones. They just like to go to Disney. They live in Florida. And so they like to go to Disney, and she does like sometimes she does like Disney. They just did an Epic Universe video and put it up on her channel. But like you need some guidance if you're going to jump into this because I know I fucking did, and I have history with makeup. I've worked with and around and learned products from counters, skincare things. I learned it before, but things are changing all the fucking time, and I don't want to waste my money. Nobody wants to waste their fucking money right now in this economy. $6 is a lot of fucking money, and you could buy the $6 thing, and yes, it was $6, but what if it's shit? You've
Yeah,
wasted your $6,
because like a
right?
lot of that stuff you can't return. So
Yeah. Well, you can actually, if you buy it from the right place, you absolutely can return it. But then you're adding more to the landfills and the waste because you're buying uninformed, right? Is that inevitable for some things? Even if you were informed, you might not like it or might not work for your skin. Sure, but like at least go in with a little bit of knowledge, right? So back to like the self-expression of it all. I feel like my best self when my hair is done and when my nails are done and when I have makeup on my face. I feel like the most whole version of me when I have those things done. And for the longest time, I felt really fucking shitty about wanting to have those things. And while I understand that it is a luxury, and I am not going to sit here and tell anyone that they should be doing these things, it is what is right for me. Okay? It is what is right for me. We can afford it right now. If there is ever a time where we no longer can afford it, I won't do it anymore. And I will paint my fucking nails at home. I will do my own hair to the best of my ability. Minus cuts. I'm not cutting it myself. I will be bald. I will, use everything I have in my makeup collection at this point down to the pans before I buy anything else. I will scoop out the last drop of everything I have and then try to find a better alternative to things that I've spent more money on, right? That are maybe a little less money, but just as effective. I can pivot, but right now I don't have to pivot. And I'm enjoying not having to pivot, and that's perfectly fine. I'm allowed to enjoy that. And it came with a lot of stress and anxiety. Like, I shouldn't be enjoying this right now. The world is falling the fuck apart, and I'm getting excited about makeup. It feels dumb, right?
it's your little kernel of happiness. It's like your little
Mhm.
light in like a big dark world.
Right. And like I see a lot of people will pop in on some of these creators' comments that are like, how dare you talk about a Sephora sale when this, and this is happening in the world? Fair. I understand that people are really fucking going through it right now. But it is not every single person's responsibility to stifle the small joys we are able to fucking grasp in this life simply because other people have it worse than we do, right?
Right.
That's just the flat fucking facts of it. And I'm sorry if I lose some folks on that one, but it just is what it is. It doesn't mean that you stop caring about what's going on in other people's lives. It means that you lose empathy for those people. But
It's also
me
like
buying a 20, sorry, go ahead.
sorry. It's also like people can care about more than one thing at a time.
Yeah, exactly. And people like, are me buying a $24 jar of face cream is not going to change the world's problems. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, that $24 is not going to change the world's problems. It's just not. And there's no ethical consumption under capitalism. So I'm sorry. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
what to tell you. Like,
It's also like
there's people who think
it's
there
not like
should be, but there isn't.
it's also like, do you know how much of a like an anxious mess everyone would be if every single person all we did, like, granted, yeah, maybe the world would be a better place as a whole, but like that's just too much to put on a person. Is like
Yeah.
you can't care about a single thing in your life until every single person in the world is on equal footing, or every single person is not in like dire straits. It's like, I
Right.
can't do that. There's 8 billion people on this planet.
Yeah. And like, you got to be a whole person if you want to help somebody else. I'm sorry. You just do. Like, you got to have your own life together if you want to be able to be helpful to somebody else in a big way, right? If you want to be able to extend energy and time and effort into building somebody else up, or being a part of somebody else's life in a major way, or being a big change in the world, you got to have your own shit straight. Because guess what? That's not going to come for free. And you can't pour from a fucking empty cup. And I know people are probably tired of hearing that shit, but it's the fucking truth. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So, makeup, hair, nails is part of what makes me feel like a complete person. It took a very long time for me to realize that. But what gave me that realization is the way that I feel when I don't have those things, like, compared to when they are back again, right? So for a while, I took my nails off. Okay. They'll use the nails as an example. For a while, I took my nails off. My nails just needed a break. I'd had acrylics on for like 2 fucking years straight. And you just need to give your nails a break sometimes. So I had taken them off. I was like, I'll just paint them at home, or I'll put press ons on. And I did that for maybe a good 6 months. I don't know, something like that. And I was worried because I quit my job that we wouldn't be able to afford it. We were trying to cut back. So I was like, you know what? Fine. I don't have a job anymore. The nails got to go. Bye. See ya. Didn't blink twice about it. It wasn't a big deal. I will feed my family and pay my bills before I put makeup, nails, or fancy hair on my head and my body, right? It's just not going to happen. I'm a fucking grown adult. So they went bye-bye. Then one day I decided I want my nails back. I asked my husband, hey, I think I really want my nails back. Can we financially afford for me to have my nails done, even at minimum once a month? Even if these motherfuckers be grown the hell out before I be able to go get, like, real grown out before I can go get them filled and fixed again. Can we afford it? And he's like, yeah, you're all right. Go get your fucking nails done. And I was like, cool. So guess what? I have nails again. And I don't feel bad about going to get my nails because he said we can afford it. And I fucking believe him because I look at the finances too, right? When I had them nails put back on, and I left that fucking salon, you couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me nothing, bitch. I didn't give a shit that I had gained all that weight. I didn't give a shit that my hair wasn't quite as long as I'd like it to be. I didn't give a shit that I have half an eyebrow right now. I was so fucking chuffed, okay? You couldn't tell me nothing. And I was like,
Like, as
oh,
you're leaving the salon, you're like, I'm a badass bitch, bitch,
that's right.
bitch.
Exactly. I'm a bad bitch. You can't tell me shit. And that is the kind of stuff that you can't I won't miss out on anymore. Right? Like, I've decided as long as I can afford it, I'm not going to miss out on that feeling. I don't have to. Why am I denying myself this? What is the point? What is the point of denying myself this? Right? What is the fucking point? If we can afford it, why do I care? Do you know what I mean? Like, what is the problem? And I have this weird relationship with joy. That's like a different episode for a different day, but like, these things bring me pure joy. It brings me pure joy to have pretty fingernails that I can stim with, because I do stim with them. I bet I get them pointy on purpose so that I could, like, do that. You can't see me, but like, I stick my fingernail like down in the other side, and like I play with them and I tap with them and I squeeze my hands when I'm mad, and like, it's just a stim thing for me. And the hair is a process. We're working on it, but it's finally to a place where I can curl it now. And I'm back to you can't tell me nothing, bitch. You can't tell me nothing, bitch. I got to pull that curling iron out. I got to curl it, and I was like, yes, bitch. This is who she is. This is who's been waiting to pop the fuck out. She's back. Yes. So, like, I'm starting to feel more and more like myself every single day. So it brings us to present day, okay? Brings us to present day. And I think this is just universe rewarding me for, like, because I'm just going to be real selfish. I think this is the universe rewarding me for stepping into my joy and accepting myself as someone who likes to be well put together and likes to play with makeup and likes to have pretty hair and pretty things. Bitch, listen. One of the makeup brands that does quite good eyeshadow formulas and lip kits and all that good shit, it's called Glamlight. And I don't know why I'm telling you bitches this because, oh no, you know what? This comes out after it launches. So I can be real selfish and make sure I get it. Don't want everyone running to it. They're releasing a fucking Lord of the Rings collab. And I am ready to sell feet pics to get this shit. Okay. Like, I'm ready to make an OF account and sell fucking feet pics. I was like, I don't care what I gotta do. I gotta own this. We don't really have to do that, but you know what I mean? I'm being sarcastic. Like, I saw the outer box. I don't even know what the fuck all is in it. And I sent you that picture and I was like, bitch.
Yeah, he keeps sending me pieces of it, and I'm like, "Is this all the same? Like, is this all the same company?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Damn!" And they like everything looks beautiful, and I'm not really into makeup. I like how the palettes look and stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm not really into makeup. I'm like, man, it's like if I was into makeup, I'd be in trouble.
Yeah. And like, I'm an eyeshadow palette junkie. Okay. Like, a good color story in an eyeshadow palette will get you to, like, shut up and take my money, right? Like, just shut up and take my money. That is the one thing that tempts me more than anything. So I've really had to get in my brain about, like, now come on, Nick, are you going to use that bright fucking red eyeshadow ever in your life? No, you're not. So don't buy that palette, right? Like, you don't need that. So I've learned what colors I like the best on me, which is blues, greens, purples, cool toned browns, the
Just the cool
occasional
colors.
warm tone look. Yeah, the occasional warm tone I can roll with, but I'm mostly a cool tone bitch. Okay, I have
Well,
neutral
you do have
skin.
green eyes, so that does help.
Yeah, green eyes, neutral skin, neutral hair. Like, this is me. So I've learned what I like, and I know what color stories to buy, so I'm not wasting my money on random shit. They are starting to drop teasers because this launches on the 16th of May. Currently, it is 3 days away. We are T minus 36 fucking hours. Okay. I am going to be online.
72 hours, but yeah.
Shush. 36. I can math.
36 is a day and a half, but okay. Go off, queen.
I was being hopeful. I was like, as soon as I said it, I'm like, bitch, that's not right. You're stupid. That ain't right. I was hoping you would correct me.
my autism was like, I gotta correct her, because if I don't,
you do it, because you can't let me sound stupid. I mean, I did it to myself, but it's fine. I was like, wait, as soon as I said it, I was like, no, that's not enough time, honey. That ain't right. There's not 10 hours in a day. You can't, there's not like 12 hours. It would be 12 hours in a day. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I barely passed math. Anyway, so they're launching teasers now, right? So for the longest time, it was just the outside of the PR box. A PR box, if you don't know, is what they would send out to influencers ahead of time, to where, like, it would be the entire collection would be in this box, in like a keepsake box. Okay. This brand is really cool. Whatever they send out to influencers, they also sell that to the general public. They will put together the same PR box and make sure that the general public can buy that as well as whatever is sent out to the influencers. I have no idea what this thing costs. I do not care. They're finally putting out teasers, and they have not opened the eyeshadow palette yet, but they did a teaser where they showed the outside of the palette, and then they took 3 colors from the palette and swatched it on their arm. They're fucking cool tones. I'm like, thank God. It's greens, it's blues, it's shimmers. I'm like, bitch,
which
done.
makes sense.
Don't
Lord of the
care.
Rings, a lot of green.
I was like, oh, thank Jesus. But listen, you never know. Sometimes they can really fuck it up, right? Like, they could have gone with like the Sauron route, you know, like they did. They're launching a lip kit with this. There's like a Sauron lip kit with like a burnt orange lipstick and like all this other stuff. So like they could have gone that way with it. Um, there's this really cool highlighter called My Precious, and it's gold. It's a gold highlighter with the ring and Gollum on it. There's the Evan Star collection that has a lip scrub and a lip mask in it. So like all these things are going to be in this box. They're starting to tease it all, okay? Because we're 3 days away, and they've yet to show this eyeshadow palette. I don't care. I don't care what it looks like. I don't give a shit. I'm buying it. I told her before I ever saw an ounce of teasers, what, weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
When they
Yeah.
first put it on their website, I was like, I don't care. I'm fucking owning it. I have never been, ever in my whole life, this excited about a makeup launch. Never, ever, ever, ever. I have looked at people do collabs, like ColourPop's a brand that does collabs all the time. I've looked at those collabs and thought, oh, that's really cool, but like I really wouldn't use most of what that's in it. Like those aren't really my colors. Like I don't really like that. This, I'm like, I don't give two shits what the fucking color story is. I don't care what's in it. I don't care. I probably won't ever wear that burnt orange fucking lipstick except for to do like a one-off look with it. It'll probably never leave the house with it on. But do you bet my bitch ass is finna own it?
Mm-hmm.
Because it is in the coolest packaging I've ever fucking seen. Like, I'm such a fucking Lord of the Rings nerd. I have to own this. I have to own this. Like, I'm so pumped. And my husband, I'm like, I'm so sorry that like this is now my obsession in life because this is the most expensive fucking thing. Well, not the most expensive, but it
It's
can
like
be
that.
one of
It's
the
like
most
that in like
expensive things.
books. Like books are
Yeah.
also like yeah.
Yeah, it's an expensive what am I trying to say? Hyperfixation or like special interest. Special interest, I'm trying to say. It's an expensive special interest, okay? If you let it be. So I really try to like reserve myself for these things like this that come out where I'm like, take my fucking money. I don't even have to see what's in the box. Just take my fucking money. I need it. So that's what I'm gearing up for right now. You best believe my dumb ass will be on Glamlight's website at 11:59:59 on the fucking 15th with my finger on that add to cart button and purchasing it immediately when it fucking turns midnight. Like I am going to be staying up to get this because the amount of comments and watches and things are like 4 times the amount of their normal collabs
Mm-hmm.
because this is such a major universe, right?
Yeah.
I am so worried I am not going to get my hands on this PR box that I'm willing to stay up all night for it. So that's where I'm at with that. But anyway, all of that crazy squirrel ash trail Seagull meme bullshit to say. I feel like I see a lot of people in our community as well who do have like a unique self-expression. There were a lot of people that would come into my work when I worked at the salon place that I would find out were neurodivergent, and they were usually the ones that had like the fun crazy hair and like were with all the colors. And it's like I think there's part of me that really just loves to play and to express that, like all of the joy and all of the God, what is the word I'm looking for? Why is my brain dying? Because it's almost 2:30. That's why my brain's dying.
This is our second episode we recorded today.
What am I trying to say? Help me.
Like how people feel. You said joy in what they're doing.
Yes. When you see someone who is a truly creative person, right?
It's like you see a light, like they glow.
Yeah. It's difficult to like ignore that person, right? When you see that someone who is truly so confident in themselves and letting their creativity just live on their body, right? I feel like this with like people who are covered in tattoos, people who have cool funky fucking hair, people who can turn out a fucking beat on their face like nobody's business,
or like
right?
clothes. Like I sometimes like get so jealous of people
Yeah.
that like can just turn any clothes they get at any like random store, any random thrift shop, and then just turn it into a
Yeah.
look. And it's like, damn, I don't have that skill.
Right, right. And it's like that outward self-expression is so important. It's more important than I think people put credit in. Like, wow, my brain is dying. It's more important than people think it is. And not for any other reason than it's a part of who you are. So if your outward expression is that you don't like to wear makeup and you like to wear comfortable clothing and you like your hair up in a ponytail and you would just like a fresh, clean face, do that and rock that and fucking own that, right? Like, own that. That is who you are. I am not her. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not her. And when you fight so hard to not be something, it just ruins your fucking mental health, man.
Mm-hmm.
It is so liberating to just admit that, like, I, Nikki Eldridge, I'm a makeupaholic, and
Mm-hmm.
no, I will not be going to any classes for it. I will not be going to any programs. I like this addiction and I will keep it. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
It is a problem that I don't want to get rid of. So there we go. I like to be, I'm liking to be more of myself. And I think I need to stop talking now because it's starting to not make any sense. You know what I'm trying to say to you.
Yes.
Be you. Be true
Mm-hmm.
to yourself.
Do you, boo?
All right. Do you, boo? Thank you for letting me Seagull meme at you about makeup. All my favorite creators will be in, like, YouTube people will be in the show notes. Listen to them. Okay. I'm obviously a squirrely mess. Listen to them, take their advice. I watch countless fucking hours, okay, of this content. I have gone to a lot of people's channels and reviewed things and how they do things. I think these are the most genuine and authentic people you'll find online that I have found so far. So hopefully you can find something helpful. All right. That was my spiel.
Mm-hmm. That's all we
I
got.
have to stop now. I have to stop now. Okay. So let's fun and fuckery it. We have Mad Lib today, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Let me wake my fucking mouse up. Ma'am? Ma'am. Thank you. See, even it got bored. It said, fuck you, I'm going to sleep. All right, here we go. Okay.
Okay.
Just move my keyboard to the side on the desk that I have very little room on to fucking write. There's so many pieces of equipment on this desk. Okay. We did how to hatch dragon egg. We are on what unicorns eat.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, we should have done sympathy the other week and talked about it because that would make a lot of sense, but it's fine.
This week, technically.
Oh yeah, this week technically. Oh yeah, we have to do a Jeremy update, don't we? We're supposed to talk about Binky.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about sympathy. We have unicorns. Let's talk about sympathy. Since she's yet to be, like, she's mostly fleshed out. Let's real quick talk about sympathy. But she's still not all the way
it's on
out.
theme, you know. She is a WIP, work in progress.
Yeah, but you know what? It's fine. I think she's allowed to be. I think that's why it's so difficult.
She hasn't had her 20. She's in her 2020 era right now. Okay.
Yeah, she has not yet had her Saturn return. She's younger than the rest of these people. Because if you remember, actually, that fucking tracks. Because remember, her uncle, Penumbra, I think was his name, was who shoved her on Jeremy and was like, "You got to take my niece with you." Remember? Yeah. So that tracks. Okay. Let me pull up our little Google sheet here. Let me get my sheet together. Yeah, right there. Holy shit, I'm stupid. All right, that's enough.
Holy shit,
enough.
Stupid.
Holy shit. Okay, good. I'm glad somebody else did it, not me. All right. Okay, so sympathy.
Sympathy the unicorn.
Yeah, sympathy the unicorn. So sympathy is, like we said, a work in progress. I'm going to say she is a fashionista. Okay,
she's a fascist. It's like she is a fascist. I'm like, I know we talked about fascism in the last episode, but Jesus.
I think it fits though when she turns into the Mystic Princess of Evil.
She's a dark side. It is
She
fascism.
goes
She goes from
fashionista.
fashionista to fascist real
Yes.
quick.
Okay. So she's a fashionista. Bitch can turn a look, okay? But she only wears white. Will only wear white or gray. Okay. And the hair, pink.
And floofy.
And floofy. And curly and luscious, like a horse's mane. Okay. She's got luscious locks. Okay. Very vain human. And will turn a look. Okay. I guess this also fits because she loves to outwardly express herself in a very, like, with her makeup is very expressive. She has this like really cool eyeliner that like dips down on the tear duct, gives her eye like a really bitchy shape, and I
Like
love it.
cat eye.
Yeah, like a cat eye, and like a hella much to blush, and this really cunty lip thing she's got going on. We love it. She is serving face. Okay.
Have you ever read or watched Devil Wears Prada? It just reminds me of Miranda Priestley,
Mm-hmm.
Meryl Streep's character.
Yes. So she stays turning a look. Okay. We love it. So her aspiration, I feel like this was the best I could get out of what my options were. Because I feel like sympathy is kind of needy, right? In the storyline, she's kind of needy. She's kind of like clingy, right? A little obsessive, if you will. Definitely very jealous, very vain thing. And so, you mean thing. Just remind me from fucking Robin Hood, the animated one. Don't touch me. Don't. What did he say? Don't something you mean thing. Anyway, squirrel. So she's aspiration is a world famous celebrity. I feel like that's the best we could do with the choices I had. So this bitch wants to be famous. Okay. She really, really wants to be famous. The best she could do though, the celeb world didn't work out for her. She tried really hard.
She's jealous of Finnegan for sure.
Yeah, oh wait, super jealous Finnegan. Super fucking jealous Finnegan. They don't really get along very well. Like at all. So she tried to like get on a bunch of movie roles and really tried her hand at acting. She really wanted to do this and it just never fucking panned out for her. She could never quite get a role. The best she got was like a commercial role and she turned it down because it wasn't good enough for her. Okay. She was not having it. So she turned to the internet, as one does. And she did hit it big over there. For her fashion, for her makeup, she is an internet superstar for her career. Okay. So
she's like an influencer?
Yeah. So she's like she's not necessarily like an influencer. She's more of like a fashion person. So like yes, like a fashion influencer basically is the thing. I think the role I picked. But then like you promote them up to like internet superstar. So she's a big wig fashion influencer on, we'll just say, the gram, because I feel like that's what fashionistas are, is the gram. So she's on the gram. She's killing it over there. Several million followers. She's killing it. So her traits, though, this gets her in some trouble. Okay, bitch, not very mentally stable. Which fair, I can relate. She's hot-headed. Okay, don't piss her off. Okay, please don't piss her off. You will catch
these hooves.
These hooves. You will catch these hands so fast, bitch, so fast. She is scrappy and she's bitchy. And
she wears high heels, so she can stab a bitch with those.
She really do. She's got some big old fucking 6-inch heels on with a platform, and she will shove them up your ass quicker than you can blink, okay? She is hot-headed. Very materialistic, obviously. Goes with the job. But she is very alluring, so we'll give her that. That is how she was able to get so many followers on Instagram. She has a very alluring personality. Like, people want like, people are attracted to her, right? But they can't figure out why, because once they get to know her, they fucking hate her. She's a bitch.
She's a
She's awful.
magnetic personality.
She does, but she's mean, right? So, like, she has very few friends because
she's basically Regina George in Mean Girls.
Yeah. Yes. 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 You got it. Nailed it. She's Regina George, okay? So, we are still mapping her out past that. Right now I'm working on her house. We've about got her done. It is an old stone, like, reno where she, like, it was like an old haunted looking building.
She bought it for
right?
the charm. She bought it for the charm.
Yeah,
wants to
bought it for the
modernize
charm, and she gutted the fucker and turned it into like a mid-century modern, but kept all of the charm about the old home. So she kept like the dark wood, like pass-throughs, and all of the trim is that old chunky dark real wood. She didn't paint over it. She kept it stained dark like it's supposed to be.
She didn't do like what millennials do these days where they paint over brick and stuff, which hurts my soul.
No, she kept all of the best parts about her house. She does understand and accept, because again, fashion, loves it. She does sort of spill into the interior design space, but really only for her own space. She doesn't give a fuck about yours. She really does have a respect for...
It's not designing spaces over here, you know?
Right. She has a respect for older things, right? She really does love vintage style, especially in a home. So she left the right parts and then updated the rest. So we're about done. I'm about done with her house. I'm almost there. Weirdly enough, and I actually did not even put this together when I put her on this lot. I wasn't even looking at it. I put her in Mystic Hills.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even realize that or Mystic something is where she lives. Like the lot. That's what the lot was called. I just like clicked on it and put her there because I knew I wanted her in like the more haunted area of the thing. Because again, she's like a loner by herself. Everyone else lives in town, and she lives like off in the fucking haunted area of their realm, of Ravenwood. And I didn't realize that the lot was called Mystic something or other. So I think I ended up naming her house Mystic Manor.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
So that's what we've got going on for her. We are going to continue her storyline. She really, 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 really loves horses. Obviously, she was a unicorn, so like she has this thing for horses. And her and Binky are gonna have a good close relationship, like a good close friend relationship, because you'll find out soon Binky has a strong connection to horses as well. Okay. So her and Binky are going to become good friends, and she's going to become good friends with Binky's wife, and the baby. She loves the baby, but fucking hates every other person's
she's like
kids.
the godmother.
Yeah, she can't stand Jeremy's kids because there's too many of them and it overwhelms her. But like, she likes the oldest one because again, they're teenagers. She doesn't have to deal with them very much. But like, hates going to Jeremy's house because it's too fucking chaotic over there. Don't blame her. But loves going to Binky's house. So if she's not home, you'll find her either like hanging out in the clubs, shopping, recording content for social media, or at Binky's. And there's a good reason for Binky, and we'll talk about that next time. So that's Sympathy. And that's about all I got. Because again, she's sort of a TBD character.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this Mad Lib.
I mean, that was more than I thought. More than I thought you had.
Yeah. So it's just, I don't know, you were helping a little bit, so thank you. All right. I need a plural noun, please.
Okay. Shit stains.
Oh God. I feel like this is gonna be another banger. Adjective.
Wrinkly.
Okay. Noun.
Harmless little flea. Yzma like came through.
A harmless little flea. And then I'll put that flea in a box. And put that box inside of another box. And then I'll mail that box to myself. And when it arrives, I'll
smash it with a hammer.
Oh shit. Emperor's New Groove is like the best movie ever. Fight me. I don't care. Type of food.
Deep dish pizza. Because we talked about it with Bray and Micah, and I was like, I don't like really
Yeah.
deep dish pizza.
Okay. Article of clothing, plural.
Garters.
Okay. Oh, we get a verb ending in ing again.
Yeah. Fucking.
Of
We
course.
know.
We already know what it is. Plural noun.
Bitch tits. I got it from a video I watched yesterday where this guy was like talking. He loves Bill Burr, but he calls him Bill Bitch Tits Burr for some reason. He's like, I love me some old Bill Bitch Tits. And I'm like,
Oh shit.
So that's where I got the word from. Bitch tits.
This is gonna be funny. All right, another plural noun.
All of my fucks.
Okay. Okay. Number.
I got this from Parks and Rec, but 5,000, as in 5,000 candles in the wind.
Okay. Celebrity female.
Margot Robbie. I feel like she'd be a good unicorn. If there's a unicorn,
Oh, for sure.
She'd be a good unicorn.
For sure. I think we could totally cast her to play Sympathy in the film that we adapt from this at some point.
Yeah. When we
get
that Hollywood
the
money.
Producers reach out and want to put this on film because we're such good writers. Color.
Mint green.
That's the pen I'm writing in. Bitch.
I was coloring yesterday, and that was one of the greens I was using was mint green, so it was in my head.
Oh my gosh. Oh, hello? My watch is making noise. Rude. Verb ending in ing.
Boogieing. Boogie woogie woogie. You cannot feel it.
Sure.
It's electric. Boogie woogie
woogie. Type of food, plural.
Crab rangoons.
Ooh.
I haven't had crab rangoon in so long. I want some.
Delicious. Plural noun.
Gallbladders.
Oh shit. Okay. And then 2 adjectives, please.
This is not a word because I looked it up after I wrote it. I'm like, is that a word? Gloopy. I was thinking like goopy and gooey, but gloopy.
Okay. And another one.
I was surprised this is an adjective, but balls to the wall. Like he went balls to the wall on that project and that sort of thing. He went crazy. All out effort, apparently is what it means. Balls to the wall. I thought it was a noun. I originally put it on my plural noun thing, and I'm like, oh, that's not a noun.
All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Hopefully there's no brain pain with this one. Here we go. This is called What Unicorns Eat. Would it surprise you to learn that the most majestic shit stains in the world eat garbage?
No, actually, it would not. It would not surprise me.
Oh, God. Well, they do. Everything from wrinkly soda cans to harmless little flea-stained deep dish pizza boxes used garters and more. Let me try that again. I hate when they break up sentences like this because I can't punctuation. Everything from wrinkly soda cans to harmless little flea-stained deep dish pizza boxes to used garters and more.
And more.
Some have been spotted fucking dumpsters and then using their long bitch tits to spear as many bags to spear. Keep going. Okay. Pull it together. Okay. Some have been spotted fucking dumpsters and then using their long bitch tits to spear as many bags of all my fucks as they can before being caught. According to an interview with 5,000 Minutes, Margot Robbie once came home to find a mint green unicorn boogieing up in her recycling bin. The poor thing had mistaken her husband's leftover crab rangoons for dried up gallbladders.
Ew.
Jesus Christ. It was a gloopy mistake, she said. My husband is a balls to the wall cook.
It wasn't as good as your last
Shit.
one, but man, it's hard to live up to that one.
I mean, bitch tits was great. That was great.
Uh,
Oh shit. I can't believe that mine was like the better of the two. It's never that way. And right out the fucking gate, man. Right out the gate. So good. Okay. No, not the odds. Okay. I've got like 20 minutes before I go
Yeah.
get my kid. And it's like downpouring, or was a little while ago.
Yeah, it's raining here too.
Yeah. And so that means I gotta get there a little early because if it's raining, I don't like to make them stand in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess I gotta do that stuff for my kids. I don't know.
Yeah, God,
That's what they tell me.
I gotta be a parent and
If you gotta
be
be a good
considerate.
mom, I guess you're not supposed to make them stand in the rain. I mean, who knows?
I mean, builds character, you know.
Shit, we used to walk outside with our mouths open in the fucking rain, okay?
Yeah, right.
And catch the raindrops. Now we get fucking some kind of body poison or some shit from the air with all the pollutants and whatnot. I mean, hell, we used to drink out the hose. It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll live. All right, anyway, we gotta go. All the things are in the show notes. I hope to God anybody gave a shit about anything I said. And if you didn't, I'm so sorry. But again, I'll link all the things. We will see you guys next week
Hey.
for God knows what.
Don't be sorry for sharing your interest.
Thanks. I love that. You're a good person, unlike me. Let's oh shit, we gotta hit at least the Julie. Here we go.
Julie, do the thing!
I'm afraid there are no more things to do.
All right, well, that wraps up 100 episodes and a good Seagull meme. We will see you next week. We love you. Good fucking bye.
Bye.